So, with just the bat belt, the bat belt is part of the EWLS, but oftentimes I'll just be wandering around the woods without a bat belt. So, I think it's more than prudent to try and figure out how to improvise everything in the EWLS, because we might not have the EWLS. We might just have the bat belt at certain points in time. So today, I'm going to start off by trying to make a grass mat. Like, let's say I need a sleeping pad because it's fucking cold outside. The theory is right now that I can just, that's my favorite line. The theory is right now that I could just, basically make a debris pile, put it on the fucking ground, and lay on it. That might be the easiest thing to do, but, instead of making a debris pile every goddamn time, every night, because we're going to be traveling, why not learn how to make one we can roll up with us? And that's what we're going to try to do today. It's probably going to be heavy as fuck. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I'm going to take you guys along with me. So, first thing I'm going to do is take the old Becker BK-17, and we're going to go chop down in the field of foliage, because there's open fields everywhere. I should be able to find an open field, so we'll go out to the open field, and that's where we're gonna just chop down, chop, pile, chop, pile, chop, pile, and then so I'll be back when I have a giant ass pile of fucking grasses and stems and all those kind of goodies. Alright, give you guys a peeksy at the harvesting technique here. Huh? Knife. Grab a bunch of big old tuft of grass. You probably can't see it down here. And whack it off slowly. Chopping at an angle is, I find, to be better. And voila! Tuft of grass. Throw it on the pile. So, it took me about an hour to gather this much stuff up. People are going to ask, how much did you gather? The only way I know how to explain is 2 armfuls. Imagine yourself with an armful. Well, I got 2 of those in an hour, right? And this is how we're rolling with it. Since I cut them all at the base, they're all facing the same way, so that helps out with our mat a lot. But what I'm doing is, I don't need a 4-foot mat. The reeds are like 4 feet long. So what I'm doing is I'm folding them in half, and then I'll put the loopy side on one end, like the loopy side's over here, and then I'll alternate on the other end. And what I'll do, this is just a series of overhand knots tied, like so. And I guess I started off with length of cordage that was twice as long as my body, and I'm gonna run out of cordage. I'm gonna have to add shit on the ends, tie them up and then keep going. So start off with about 3 times your length in cordage. I guess I didn't account for all the loop-de-loos going around here, but so that's what we do right there. And then we just grab another bunch that Mrs. Bitsy Lou Bega is sitting on. How you doing? And we smash it all down. And the string, I just laid out 1 long piece of string, and then you start in the middle. So I lay out 2 long pieces of string, right? And then I put a bundle, well, I fold it in half because I don't need that much, right? And then I put this bundle just right in the middle of those pieces of string, and then I tie 2 overhand knots, and then I just kept going, tie middle string, overhand knots, and that's what I'm doing right now. So, and the loop went on this side, so in order to keep evenness, I'm going on this side this time. We don't want our mat to be all lopsided. Alright. Tie it up. And then tie the other one. I imagine if you added like more string, I probably could have added like 2 more pieces of cordage on the outside, which probably would have given this thing more integrity, but whatever. It's our first fucking mat. It's our first grass reed mat, for God's sakes. So yeah, I'm going to finish the mat, and then we will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the grass mat! Grass mat! Alright, so, figure out how I tied this thing up here. So, total time, 2 hours. Not bad at all. I made it a 3/4 length, right? Because in my experience, I don't need... How the hell, what the fuck did I do? What have I done? Oh, there we go. I don't need a full-length mat to keep me warm, even in the wintertime. In the wintertime, if I'm cold, I'm going to be scrunched up anyway, so 3/4 fucking works well. Now, let's unroll this beauty. Get out of there. Grass mat! Of course, we are lying on gravel rocks for me to show you how well the grass mat, how well it comforts. Is comfort a verb? I just made it one. How well the grass mat comforts, right? Oh man. Yeah, I could totally go to sleep, dude. Oh. So I don't feel anything in my hip, anything in my shoulder, not even remotely close. Now, the problem with the grass mat right now is that it definitely weighs 10 pounds, I'd say. But that's okay, because the grass mat's going to dehydrate itself, right? Grass mat, like plant material, is like 75% water, and as that water leaves and leaves airspace, it's going to insulate even better and better, and it's going to lose weight. So 75-ish% water, and that's conducive to all things I've ever dehydrated before. Dehydrating chicken, beef, bacon, fucking, lima beans, dehydrated strawberries, everything pretty much dehydrates to 1-to-4 ratio. Like it will weigh 1/4 of what it originally weighed, and 1/4 of 10 pounds is 2.5 pounds. So we spent about 2 hours making this motherfucker. After it dries out, it's going to insulate very well. I know, I've slept on grass that wasn't even dried out. And I've slept on dried out grass. And although I've never made a mat out of it. It's my Vanna White. So it's forgot what I was saying. Oh, just take a nap here. So it's definitely something we can carry around, right? Like 2 hour investment, we made it. We can totally carry it around. I don't know how we do it with maybe a sling or something. We got more cordage back here in the bat belt, but mobile. So there we go. Mobile mat. I probably wouldn't sleep too close to the fire with it, right? But this is it. This is our mat. Our grass mat. About 2 hours worth of time. Ba-ba-ba-bum. I can't think of anything else to say about it that I haven't already said. Like maybe these here, I could like take a little bone, right, tie it to a bone and weave it in and out to give it more, like I said, more integrity. That would probably work pretty well, because these are going to break in different spots, and as they break, they're going to fray out, and so I'm going to have 2 anchor spots because I only put 2 pieces of line down it. But presumably we're not going to be living forever with the grass mat. And if the grass mat fucking breaks, fuck it. Let's make another one. It only took fucking, 2 hours to make. If I had known I wasn't going to use all the grass, it would have taken even less than that. So, I am very pleased with the grass mat. I'm going to keep it around. Maybe use it as a doormat or something. I don't know. But, there you go. So, if we're stuck in the woods without our Yules and only the bat belt, and nighttime is closing in quickly, we can definitely, because I'd much rather be insulated from the ground than from above. If you guys don't know that already, that's how it works. If you sleep on the ground, it's gonna suck shit out of you way faster than fucking okay, sleeping on the ground with nothing underneath you and only a blanket is going to suck heat way faster than sleeping on the ground with a mat and no blanket, right? I mean, unless it's like raining and windy outside. So, a sleeping mat important to have. We definitely got one. Bada bing, bada boom. On to the next adventure.